Hey y'all, Bladed Car Franklin Taku here, and when most of us think of high-performance sports cars, or even super or hypercars, we usually associate them with unique engines. However, that's not always the case, as today we'll be talking about 5 extraordinary cars with ordinary engines. By no means am I hating on these vehicles, if anything I'm impressed. This video will also make some of you guys feel very special, as you may be pleasantly surprised to find that the very engine in your current car may also be in your favorite dream car. Let's start this list off strong with my favorite hypercar company, Koenigsegg. Their name has been making a lot of headlines lately, but here's a little something I bet most of y'all might not have known. This company came from quite the humble beginning, as they used Ford modular engines in their early supercars. The CC8S in particular utilized a supercharged 4.7-liter Ford modular V8 engine. Even with such a humble engine, the CC8S managed to crank out 646 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. The CC8S could do 0 to 100 kilometers, which is about 0 to 62 miles an hour, in 3.5 seconds and had a top speed of 240 miles an hour, making it one of the fastest cars of its era. Koenigsegg would later learn to develop their own engines, but they still take a lot of inspiration from Ford engines. For example, the CCX used a 4.7-liter that shared a lot of similarities with the modular V8 found in the earlier CC8S. This trend continued even with the modern Ageras, as the 5-liter V8 and the Ageras have a strikingly similar design to Ford's Coyote engine found in the Mustang GT. Honestly, it's pretty cool knowing that the car parked in my garage shares similarities with my all-time dream car. Though to any Chevrolet fanboys who are also Koenigsegg fanboys, don't blame me if you're now questioning everything and becoming restless at night. Lotus Evora. Lotus is probably one of the more underrated performance car manufacturers. However, this changed as modern Lotus cars such as the Evora actually made use of a Toyota V6. The 3.5-liter V6 found in the Lotus Evora is the same 3.5-liter V6 that can be found in V6 Toyota Camrys. Though, unlike the Camry, the Lotus Evora does make use of an Edelbrock supercharger. Should you decide to also put the same Edelbrock supercharger on your Toyota Camry, then you'd probably be well on your way to 400 horsepower. So if you're looking for a good sleeper build, you might want to add a V6 Toyota Camry with an Edelbrock supercharger to that list. With some exhaust work, you might even get the Camry to sound pretty similar to an Evora. So if your coworkers ever make fun of you for owning a Camry, you can just tell them that your Camry's got the same engine as an exotic British performance car. And if they don't believe you, then send them right here to this video. Shelby Series One. Some of y'all may never even have heard of this car before, but if you played Gran Turismo 2 growing up like I did, boy oh boy was this car quite the thing. The Shelby Series One was a car that was made entirely from the ground up by Shelby, which is a very rare thing for Shelby to do, but they definitely put in the effort for this car. It was powered by an Oldsmobile 4-liter L47 Aurora V8 dual overhead cam engine. Using the Aurora V8 engine, the Series One made 320 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. Though this wasn't an astoundingly high power output by any means, the Series One made up for what it lacked in power with its nimble and lightweight body, being only 2,650 pounds. When it comes to ordinary made extraordinary, the Series One didn't just stop at the engine, as it shared a lot of interior components from various GM vehicles as well. What this resulted in though was a lack of identity, and this lack of uniqueness unfortunately made it a rather forgettable sports car. Regardless, it's still a beloved classic to weird folk like me, in its own rare way, a strange type of extraordinary. This entry probably won't surprise anyone, as I'm sure the majority of you guys watched this video expecting this to be here, and you know what? Here it is. The 4GT's V6 is quite the performer, as thanks to its twin-turbo setup, it's making 647 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. The twin-turbo 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 in the 2017 Ford GT can also be found in the 2017 Ford Raptor. Ford states that both engines began in similar places, but heavy modification has been done to each one in order to make them better suited for the tasks that they're meant to deal with. A lot of people refer to the engine in the Ford Raptor as being a detuned version of the one in the GT, but keep in mind that the Raptor is meant to be an off-road, high-riding, soft suspension beast, whereas the Ford GT is meant to be a stiff, low-slung track demon. If anything, this shows the versatility of the 3.5-liter EcoBoost and its potential as an amazing platform. So if you watch my second channel, you probably already know my opinions on this car. Hell, if you've watched the older version of this video in my unlisted videos playlist, you probably already remember the rant I did. I won't be doing the rant this video, I promise. I totally don't hate the guts out of this car. It's just not as well done as you'd expect for a $3.4 million vehicle. Maybe I can change your mind when I talk about what's on the inside. After all, we are always told up growing up as kids that it's what's on the inside that counts. The Lykan Hypersport has a 3.7-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six designed by Rough that makes 780 horsepower and 708 pound-feet of torque. What? Were you expecting a handcrafted, super awesome V12 like you would find in a $400,000 Lamborghini? Nope. That $3 million extra you just spent, you get half the cylinders, less sexy sound, and it's not even made or tuned in-house. It's done by Rough. The Fenrir Super Sport, on the other hand, is significantly cheaper, more powerful, in my opinion, a lot sexier. I want to commemorate and congratulate W Motors for making a great follow-up. The Fenrir Super Sport is a great car. So, having said that, that's all I got for this video, and if you're new here and love a channel that is run by an asshole who loves to run their mouth every now and then, but also uploads automotive content regularly, then make sure to subscribe. Smash the like button also smash your girl, play Super Smash Brothers, I don't know, just smash something, preferably the Lykan Hypersport if possible. As always, thanks for watching, and see y'all next time, Blade Angel out.